Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated.
Now from a stadium that sees a different kind of football, EA Sports welcomes you to Allianz Arena, here in the German city of Munich. The NFL back in Munich for a second season. Great atmosphere. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out right away. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Play is made there by DJ Wano. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Nice catch here by Theo Johnson, the young rookie tight end, and I really like his upside. I think he's kind of a long, rangy guy. He's got a great catch radius, and he can really get vertical downfield. One of only 5 FBS tight ends last year, Mike, with 7+ touchdowns. So I think the Giants have a chance here to...
And he'll take it on in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. That his 16th touchdown of the year. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. The NFL back in Munich for a 2nd season. Great atmosphere. And off we go on EA Sports. A good return as he takes it across the 30. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Young. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was seeking out the veteran Adam Thielen that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young going for it all. And that is incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down. On the return, here's Washington. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Throw, left side, that's Johnson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll look to throw yet again. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
So they'll talk over. Third down, 3 to go. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Throwing now from the gun. The outside, caught by Neighbors.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll throw out of the gun.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. It is brought in the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. That his 2nd touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. The NFL back in Munich for a 2nd season. Great atmosphere. And off we go on EA Sports. Yeah. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Here's Young to throw. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And he's going to be taken down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, It all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Now here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Young. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he'll take this to the 13.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
3rd and goal. Now Young. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the Panthers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Robinson. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And now he's got a man open deep downfield. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the 1st down. In motion, it's Robinson. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Panthers are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
A second down throw for Young. He'll get this to his tight end, Ja'Tavion Sanders. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Room to run, past the 30. He works free, right side. Racing to the end zone. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Carolina. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. Panthers are back within 4. It is 14-10. The NFL back in Munich for a second season. Great atmosphere. And off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, halftime here in Munich in the NFL International Series. As we send you back across the Atlantic. Early wake-up call for Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Top of the morning, Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. The NFL back in Munich for a second season. Great atmosphere. And off we go on EA Sports. They'll motion over Thielen. They'll start this on the ground with Gross. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On first down is Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Second down and 8. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. Young hands it to Hubbard. He's got it. That's a first down at the cross midfield and down to the 47-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Young. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Panthers. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. And the Panthers move out to a 3-point edge. 17-14. The NFL back in Munich for a second season. Great atmosphere. And off we go on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Back to throw. Now he throws back over the middle. It is complete.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Back to the air one more time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This would tie the NFL record, a 66-yard attempt. And as expected, this one's not going to get there. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game. Slot man in motion right. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Young. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They motion a receiver right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Young. That's taken in. And he's going to get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains. They'll go play action with Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. To throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running back.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And this will be recovered by the offense. So no run back at least, but it'll still wind up a turnover on down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Here in the 4th quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
He is in. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Giants move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. The NFL back in Munich for a second season. Great atmosphere. And off we go on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready to work, ready to work.
A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Returnable from the 17. Whoa. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go, here we go. Bronco switch. Take go.
The drive will start on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll drop to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Jackson. He gets free. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. The NFL back in Munich for a 2nd season. Great atmosphere. And off we go on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Right back to the air following that pick 6. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
Slot receiver headed right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. And they'll face the prospect of a long flight home to the U.S., but they do it with a victory in their back pocket.